However, and here comes the part. This is what had me laughing this morning about it. In addition to the negative time logs, when I can, I try to laugh and enjoy life because that is a coping mechanism for me. But sometimes it's not always it wouldn't be funny if it's real, but like in something in a movie you saw or something else, one of the people I was reaching out to, I was like, it hit me. This has been a while. I tried to get a hold of her, and I'm not even sure if it was her because they would have been in a different vehicle if it was, maybe. They're one I wasn't used to seeing. And I thought that I saw her. I looked up, I was outside. I thought I saw her go by and look and go. And I was like, something was weird about that, but okay. Because I'm so used to seeing weird stuff going on around me. It would take a lot to, make me act upon it. Because I was sitting here this morning and I was like, I hope she wasn't being kidnapped because I didn't see who was in that car. And then I realized some of the things, the elements that were there, I was like, okay, this reminds me. The guy that had made threats to me that was a classmate, the one that had the hand problem on his left hand and the other things. I'm not against him if it's not him, even though he did make threats to my family. But he pretended he could show me, who it was in my business. And he was back and forth between acting like he could help and show and then threatening, making me feel like he was going to, not just my loved ones, but that there was something wrong with me when he'd already admitted there was something going on. So one of the times that I was okay with trying to talk to him and figure out what his intentions were, what he was trying to tell me. But one of the times he tried to take off with me in the vehicle. And I don't know if I hadn't pitched a little hissy and told him to bring me back because I didn't want to go somewhere with him. I don't know if I would have come back home that night. And that's drastic, but I'm saying someone has gone really far out of the way to keep me shut up. But then I thought that's even better. I mean, no one told me anything, but just with a wave. Do you know how many? No, you shouldn't read into every single thing, but that would be that guy. That would be the similar vehicle thing in another context. It would be the co-pilot and the girl that attacked me a long time ago. And it would be the other girl in the vehicle situation that made threats to me that supposedly works for the government. Which, I mean, none of these people, I'm not talking crap about them. I'm telling what the reason that I suspect, and I wouldn't even be thinking because I wouldn't have held on to that from 30 years ago. I mean, I would have been friendly to all of them, and that's just past stupid stuff. Except for the fact that there's someone in my business, and if it's not them, whoever's doing the negative stuff is making it look like it's them. So someone needs to know that because what maybe other people don't realize how far some of it goes and think it was just a little bit or think that me being upset is the root of it. No, I'm upset because someone has gotten away with all that gaslighting and bits and pieces, everything around me that was from my private information, verbatim. Sometimes that was like that for days on ends with no break from it. And that will gaslight and bother even somebody that didn't have an underlying anxiety disorder. And what it led to me in legal troubles when I was just looking for answers. And I know anybody that saw me acting out of character or drinking, I've never been under an obligation, anything like that, to not drink. If there's something like that on file, I haven't been told about it. And it was part of that thing of someone else stealing my identity. But I don't know if that's what it is. I'm just like spitballing here trying to think because I have to think of what would it be that some people acknowledge it in different realms. There have been this area of my life over here is acknowledging, and so is this one. So this must have linked to how they got in there. I got to connect the dots like that to get my life back, only because I want to move forward, and it's so hard to do when you don't know that someone else might still have all your information, that even if they were in your business because they were investigating something else and then it was pulled out because I wasn't the guilty one, they have all that knowledge about me and my family now, and they have done things and at the very least taken credit for many accidents and deaths around me, kind of like a terrorist would. Either they've delivered me the information in an untimely manner to make me think, because I don't know if they would alter dates and times on something that goes that far. I caught dates and times altered on all my legal paperwork that happened just in the 2016-2017 time frame. So going up, if you backtrack and think, well, if it was something like that, maybe that's why it looks like, and they're just trying to gaslight me and think that they can do away with people and get away with it because they're in some kind of power. But either way, it's wrong. And God forbid if it really is the reason why I'm predicting these things happening is because what they're implying through the grapevine, they have some way to influence other people and make the conditions likely for something bad to happen. If that's true, I don't know. I'm not saying 100% for sure, but it's my right to believe that. And it is not paranoia. I ought to be way, way, way less trusting than I am. I'm only putting this out there because, I mean, they left me no choice to get my message out sometimes. And if I go back and check and they're suppressing information, but they're really in my business that far as part of something official, then why is that hidden? Was I right? That's the kind of things, thinking outside the box. Otherwise, I would just be doing my goofy, trying to have fun stuff if I was online at all. But anyway, oh, look at the beautiful reflections coming in off that.